Hi dear students, we are starting to new video about the area of circle, and we are going to find how to find the area of the circle. We are going to learn in this video that one. As you know, the formula is pi r squared. Also, it's shown here in this video. I'm going to try to explain how to find the area of the triangle. And as you see, it's dividing into 8 pieces here, and when they connect like this, it becomes look like more rectangle. And if you increase the number of slices, you're going to see that that's going to be more like rectangle. You're going to see that one. Now it's going to do much more than that one. Here, as you see, very small slices like this, and when you cut from the center and you put inside the figures like this, you're going to see that it's going to be more rectangle. If you do this one, if you continue to do this one, very small pieces like this, and here it's going to show that one now, very small pieces now, and that piece is also again small into small pieces. It's separating, so very small slices now. There are very small slices, and it's going to look like rectangle, more rectangle here. And it's going to show the figure now. This is the area of the now circle, and when it puts, you know how to logic from the previous rectangles, as you see now, this becomes the area of circle, is becomes area of the rectangle. Yes, now what is the area of the rectangle? Base times height, you know that one. The height is this length, which is also radius. When you cut from here, we know that height is radius, so radius is written here. What about the base? Base is the length of the half of the circle. Why? Because when you open the circle, you know this part and this part, it's separated into this part and upper part also. It should be other side here. So it is half of the circumference. It should be. What is the circumference of the circle? You know from the previous year, it is 2 pi r. And the base is half of circumference, which is equal to pi times r. It's going to be, and if it is pi times r and the base is pi times r and the height is radius, so pi times r, which is equal to pi r squared. It's going to be the area of the rectangle. Also the area of the circle, it's going to be like that. It is equal to pi r squared. It's going to be okay. So here, with respect to that one, if we understood that why it is pi r square, we are going to apply in our all formulas to write that one. In the book generally, it is given pi is equal to 3.14, but I'm not going to prefer this one. Pi as a pi we are going to use, and we are not going to calculate with decimal point. So with respect to this one, we are going to try to solve our problem. Okay, what about the find the area of the given circle? What is the circle's area? It's equal to pi times r square is the formula. Area of the first circle is equal to pi r square, which is equal to pi times 3 square. It's going to be, which is equal to 9 pi. This is enough for us, but for the first time to give the answer correctly also, I'm going to continue to this one. Pi times, it is 3.14 times 3.14 it's going to be, which is equal to 3.14 times, let me use the calculator here, 3.14 times 9, it's going to be I'm going to 3.14 4 is times 9, it's going to be equal to 28.26 and 28.26, but this is not one decimal place. If you round to one decimal place, it's going to be equal to approximately 28.3 3 it's going to be when you round to one decimal place. Okay, with respect to this one, we found that it is approximately the perimeter of the circle, area of the circle, 28.3 centimeters square. It's going to be. This is very important. This was the solution, and this is very important. It should be centimeters square since the unit is given in terms of centimeter. But as I said before, I'm not going to use the pi as 3.14. I'm going to leave the answer like pi that I'm going to show here. As you see, the diameter here, it's equal to 9 centimeter. So if the diameter is equal to 2r, and which is equal to 9 is equal to 2r, then it means that r is equal to 9 over 2 is going to be. So with respect to this one, the formula is for the B area, it's going to be pi r square, which is equal to pi times 9 over 2 square. It's going to be, you know, the square of numerator and denominator. It's going to be here in the rational expression. We are going to get both square, which is equal to 9 square divided by 2 square, which is equal to pi times 81 divided by 4, which is equal to 81 pi. Let me use this side. 81 pi divided by 4 is the answer of the question. It's going to be, let me write this pi more clear, 81 pi divided by 4 is the answer of the question. Okay, let's continue with the other questions. Find the area of the circle given correct 1 to decimal place. These are similar questions. I solved them before, but here find the radius of the circle with given areas. It says also we can find that one, which means the area is equal to area of the circle. It's equal to 36 pi, and you are going to find the radius here. And the important part, radius is plural form of radius. It's going to be, I forgot to tell that one, plural form of radius. So if the area is equal to 36 pi, it means that pi times r square is equal to 36 pi. It's going to be, to get the r square, you are going to send this one to the other side, and r square, it's going to be equal to 36 pi divided by pi. It's going to be, and this pi and this pi you may simplify, which means r square is equal to 36. And which number square is giving you the 36? You know that one. If r is equal to 8, then you know how to do that operation also. Inverse operation, square root of, I showed that one in the expressions part. The inverse operation of square, it's going to be square root. So square root of 36, it is 8, and we are going to get r is equal to, r is equal to 6. Square root of 36 is equal to 6. The square root of 64, it's going to be 8. So the second one, the B1, area is, this is for the A, this is for the B, 64 pi it's going to be, which is at the same time pi r square. And if you simplify pi and pi here, 64 is equal to r square, and r is equal to 8 it's going to be for the second question. Okay, this is the last part. I'm going to solve only one question from here. The B1 I want to solve, the rest of them we will solve in the class. Only we have to be careful about this one here. The area of the semicircle is half the area of full circle. It should be, we are not finding the perimeter, so semicircle's area, that one, this is 1/4 of this area of the circle. We need to remember only that one. So this is pi r squared divided by 4. It's going to be, pi r squared divided by pi r square divided by 2, which is equal to b. I'm solving pi times 4 square divided by 2, which is equal to pi 4 square, it's equal to 16 pi divided by 2, which is equal to going to be 8 pi centimeter, not centimeter, I'm sorry, millimeter. The answer is given in terms of millimeter square it's going to be. So we are going to solve the rest of the questions in the class.